Austin, spell the words hungry, Auntie Dolly said. H-O... No, try again. H-E... What? No. Again. H-H-H-O... Shut up, shut up. Is that how you were taught in school? She yelled. I burst into tears. My name is Austin. I am 8 years old. I wish I could say I'm happy, but I'm not. I am the second child of my parents. I'm born in a family of smart pants. Before we continue with the story, do not forget to click on the notification button in order to get notified at every new video posted. Thank you. I am born into a family of smart pants, but I am no way like my sibling. I guess I am the ugly duckling of the family. My older sister Gabriella is Mrs. Smart. From being the first in her class, she's a fast talker and would easily talk her way out of any situation. I quite remember one time when we were doing the dishes and she broke a plate. Gabriella readily lied her way out of the punishment that was to follow. Anyways, that's a story for another time. You are very stupid. Why can't you be more like your sister? My aunt broke into my thoughts. I want to help you, but you are making it very difficult. Do you ever understand what is taught in class? So embarrassed, I couldn't answer. Answer me when I talk to you. Do you ever understand what is taught in school? No, Auntie. I was already in tears. Is your teacher aware of that? You know what? Don't answer. Go to your room. I returned to my room after that incident and shut everybody out. Mom and Dad had traveled, so they left Auntie to look after us. Gabriella was hanging out at her neighbor's place. What is wrong with me? Why can't I just keep information in this head of mine? I hate my life. Sulking wasn't helping me anyway. I took my sketchbook and began to draw. Contrary to other times, I drew house designs. I channeled all my energy into it and only realized that 4 hours had gone by. I laid back to take a nap when suddenly I got a knock on the door. Your parents are back. You come downstairs, Auntie said. I ran downstairs and greeted. Mom and Dad had brought us gifts and I couldn't wait to uncover them. They dropped everything with Auntie to share between us while they were upstairs to freshen up. As usual, Gabriella got hers first, then me. When I approached Mom to get mine, Auntie halted me. What are you doing? Gifts are only for people who are successful in school. You can't spell, you can neither read or write, and you spend time on your stupid drawings rather than your homework. Have you shown your parents your test papers? What do you think they will do when they see you failed? I bowed my head in shame, counting the minutes she would stop talking for me to return to my room. Drop everything in your hands. Walk back to your room and think about getting better at school. I ran up to my room and shut the door with a loud bang. The noise disrupted the quietness in the house. I began to weep. Shortly after, I heard Dad and Auntie talking outside with angry tones. He's my son, not yours. You had no right to talk to him that way. He's just a kid, Silo. He's just a kid. The voices shifted. Then I heard footsteps rushing towards my room. A knock sounded on the door then. Dad walked in. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? I'm okay. I tried wiping the tears on my face and focusing on my drawings. We both observed a moment of silence till Dad broke it. Did I ever tell you a story about my life in high school? I shook my head no. Well, I wasn't ever the brightest in my class, he said. You weren't? Yeah. In fact, I used to study science before I diverted to do commercial studies. Being the only boy of my parents, everybody expected me to take after your grandpa's footsteps and be a doctor. Then what happened? I wanted to know how the story ended. It didn't turn out as expected. I was always the last in my class. I had difficulties comprehending what the teachers said in class. I was miserable, Austin, because it seemed there was no one to take over from him. But you are a lawyer now. Yeah, I had to put my foot down and go follow what I was passionate about. Arguing? No, buddy. Law. I decided to become a lawyer. That story was a good one, but it didn't solve my dilemma. Look, son, even if you are having difficulties in school, do not beat yourself over it. Take your time and work it out. You may not be smart in school, but trust me, you are definitely smart somewhere else. Give yourself some time, okay? Yes, Dad. I just thought you were disappointed in me. No, son, I can never be disappointed in you. Both in success and failures, I love you still, flaws and all. You're my son. Nothing will ever change that. Those words brought back my confidence, and I felt like I could touch the moon. It was like light was finally returning into my world. To hear that Dad is proud of me gives me great joy. Hey, what have you got there? Nothing, just some stupid drawings. Well, can I see them? I shrugged and handed them to him. Son, these are good. You think so? Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I'll take these to work on Monday and propose to my partners that they be used as samples for our upcoming project. Oh my God, Dad, that is amazing. No, you are amazing. With that finality, Dad gave me a hug that quelled every doubt, brought more joy and gave me more certainty that I am unique and I am loved. The following day, everything returned to normal for me. My aunt, however, wasn't having it easy. In her opinion, I should be punished for failing. She actually thought I constantly failed because I was neglecting my studies. As long as Dad is fine with me, I didn't have any worries. I just wished there was something I could do that would make Auntie more proud of me. That morning, as usual, Gabby and I got ready for school, while Dad and Mom went to work. I went through the normal activities in school and returned home with Gabriella. As expected, I didn't do well in some of the quizzes given in class. Auntie was up in my case again, but thank God I got rescued before this situation escalated. Dad showed up with excellent news. He had taken my drawings to his office that morning and was waiting for the right opportunity to present them to the board members. Right before the board meeting that morning, the CEO had come into the office to confirm some details in relation to the meeting that was to take place. He was shifting through the files he had taken to work that morning when my sketchbooks mistakenly fell down and papers scattered about the floor. His boss picked them up and immediately fell in love with them. When they got to the board meeting, the CEO presented them to the board members and they agreed to buy the sketches and use them for their next real estate project coming up. It was worth $30 million, and the best part, they wanted to hire my skills to use in the company. I was stunned happy. Though I barely understood what was going on, I was glad that my talent had finally been recognized. Auntie was so guilty. She immediately apologized to me. Austin, I'm sorry for ever treating you this way. I just thought that failing in school meant you're a failure in life. I did not recognize how good you are in other aspects like drawing. Who would have thought that you'd be a millionaire at age 8? We chuckled and laughed at that remark. But on a serious note, I'm sorry, little guy. You are unique and I would have recognized that, she continued. What's all the mopping all about? Mom asked, getting into the house. That filled her on the great news and she was beyond happy. That night, we didn't have a quiet supper. It was more of a Thanksgiving as both Mom and Auntie went about preparing everyone's favorite meal, topping it with barbecue chicken.